In every dance studio, there is always a group of quiet yet determined young girls. Each day, they stretch silently on the floor, correct their movements in front of mirrors, and endure pain and fatigue without complaint, all for the sake of refining their lines and perfecting their technique. For them, flexibility training is no longer a temporary task, but a rhythm deeply woven into their daily lives. It has become an indispensable part of their growth and personal journey, almost like a quiet ritual that grounds their day and aligns their minds with their bodies. The early stages of training are always the hardest. Their bodies are still tight, muscles unyielding, and many movements feel nearly impossible to complete. Sometimes, it takes more than 10 minutes just to barely touch the floor with their fingers. Lowering into deep stretches often brings furrowed brows, even silent tears. The coldness of the floor, the stiffness of their limbs, and the intense discomfort of stretching all test their patience and determination. Yet, they do not retreat. If they fail once, they try again. If it can't be done today, they come back tomorrow. Through repetition, their bodies slowly begin to respond, and more importantly, their minds begin to develop resilience and discipline. As time passes, what once seemed out of reach gradually becomes attainable. Fingers that could barely graze the floor now press firmly against it. Chests that couldn't touch their thighs can now lower naturally and rest there for several seconds without pain. Movements that once felt impossible, like deep back bends, high leg extensions, and full splits, become smoother, more controlled, and more graceful with continued training. The transformation from stiffness to suppleness is not just a physical change but a patient, ongoing dialogue between the body and the will. It is a journey of subtle negotiations with discomfort, learning to stay calm in pain and to find stillness within strain. This improvement in flexibility is not merely a sign of physical progress, it also reveals a deepening of willpower and personal growth. Every drop of sweat reflects their dedication, every inch of progress rebuilds their confidence. Flexibility training, though repetitive and often mundane, holds profound value. It teaches these girls what it means to persist, to accumulate effort day by day, and to feel the quiet joy that comes only after breaking through their limits. In a world that often values speed and shortcuts, they are practicing something slower but far more lasting, the art of gradual mastery. This sense of achievement is not loud or boastful, but quietly rooted in their hearts. Each time they catch a glimpse of themselves completing a deeper stretch in the mirror or receive a simple praise from their teacher, "Your flexibility has improved," a subtle light flickers in their eyes. It's not the kind of joy imposed from the outside, but one earned through inner struggle. That moment of recognition, whether from others or from themselves, carries a depth that words rarely capture. It affirms that the hours of work, the sore muscles, and the moments of doubt all meant something. Moreover, increased flexibility greatly enhances their expressiveness in dance. With a more supple body, their movements become more expansive and their transitions more fluid. Every turn, every leap, every held pose reflects a richer physical language. And as their control over their bodies grows, so too does their inner poise. They become more confident, more composed, and more attuned to expressing emotion and intent through movement. Flexibility is not just about form, it is the foundation of feeling, allowing their bodies to convey stories that words cannot. Flexibility training is not something that can be completed in a day or two. It demands long-term commitment and continuous effort. These girls demonstrate the true meaning of perseverance, not a short burst of motivation, but the quiet choice to keep going through countless ordinary, difficult days. It is this daily consistency that gradually softens their bodies and strengthens their hearts. They are learning to endure not just physically, but emotionally, to remain focused amid setbacks, and to trust in the value of small, steady progress. Of course, the path is not without obstacles. They face plateaus, injuries, and days when the exhaustion from training brings silent tears at night. Sometimes, they question themselves, why is progress so slow, or why does my body still resist? But even in those vulnerable moments, something stronger emerges, the ability to start again. Every morning, they show up in the studio on time, ready to begin again. This self-driven discipline is one of the most valuable qualities that dance training instills in them. They learn how to listen to their bodies, how to hear their inner voices, and how to keep working even when no one is watching. This quiet self-reliance becomes a deep inner resource they can carry far beyond the studio. Flexibility training also shapes their attitude toward life. They begin to believe that many things are not beyond reach, it's just a matter of whether one is willing to persist. When faced with academic pressure, interpersonal friction, or unexpected setbacks in life, they respond with more patience, clearer goals, and a greater willingness to put in the necessary time and effort. This growth, from the physical to the mental, allows them to shine not only in dance, but also in life. They are not merely becoming better dancers, they are becoming stronger individuals, capable of handling life's many demands with grace. In an age that prizes speed and instant results, these girls are like a quiet, steady current. They do not rush. They focus only on each stretch, each movement, and each present moment. Their goal is not simply the outcome, but the process itself, the inner refinement of both body and spirit. This is not just a spirit of a dancer, but a foundation for a meaningful life. Their training becomes a metaphor for how to live, with care, with purpose, and with patience. Perhaps not all of them will go on to become professional dancers or stand on dazzling stages. But the qualities they have nurtured through training, perseverance, resilience, discipline, and self-confidence, will remain with them. These traits will become part of their inner compass, guiding them as they pursue future goals in any field. They will know what it means to show up, to endure discomfort, and to grow steadily over time. That is a kind of success that transcends performance and lasts a lifetime. Flexibility is not just the opening of the body, it is also the unfolding of the soul. Those quiet figures stretching on the floor are the most graceful yet powerful presences. Their stories are not tales of talent, but of effort, of persistence, and of real, hard-earned growth. They are proof that strength can come from softness, and that patience can move mountains. In their own quiet way, they embody the meaning of gentle yet unyielding, and still waters run deep. In every unseen morning and every silent evening, their bodies are changing, and so are their hearts. And all of these changes stem from a simple but unwavering belief: keep going, and you will become better.